We're back on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. You know, the term affordable housing is a term that people use, people talk about, people look for, but rarely does it all come together. Well, in fact, it did come together, and of all places, on Miller Street in the Hill District. How about that? Yeah, and Derek, tell me, did you not come on the show when this was just a vision to talk about this?
Yes, I did. We were super excited about it then, you know, really casting a vision, believing what was possible. And through a lot of hard work, prayer, and a lot of people collaborating, it came to fruition.
And Daniel, I wasn't skipping your introduction. It was literally that just came back to me that we had talked about this before it came to fruition. City Councilman Daniel Laval, let me ask you this. I said it's on Miller Street in the Hill District. What does that mean?
It's exciting for many reasons. One, it continues to revitalize a portion of our neighborhood that was considered blighted. It also puts people right in the heart of the community. They're right next to Center Avenue, transportation. They're right next to the future redevelopment of the Center Avenue. And they're also right next to where the Lower Hill is going to be redeveloped. So it's a prime location, and Derek can certainly go into more of the details for himself, but they're also in walking distance of all the social services that they're going to be able to acquire at the Energy Innovation Center. So it's just an ideal location for them to actually be able to then navigate the city and get where they need to go.
And get where they need to go. Now, was that a consideration on your part initially?
Absolutely. You know, we thought about a location that had a lot of amenities for the community. And, you know, the Hill District, of course, is one. Being located between downtown and Oakland, you know, it's one of the biggest areas as well as a strong economic location. So we thought about all these amenities. We thought about the social services, and we thought about being on the bus line, as well as, you know, access to jobs, et cetera. And we landed on this location.
Now, I didn't go by there the whole time this was under construction.
Sure.
So, Daniel, I mean, tell me what your reaction was when you saw it. I mean, this is amazing.
It was, and admittedly, I didn't go by that often either. And Derek can tell you, one day I saw him on the street. I was like, what's going on with the building? And he was like, go by, the steel beams are going up. And so it was really exciting to see. I remember when he started the project, but then I would not really think about it. And then all of a sudden you show up and it's there. So it was really wonderful to see.
So how many units, talk to me about the building.
Sure. So the building is a 36-unit new construction building, all affordable housing. We really wanted to design a building that looked like market rate. So we put a lot of high-end amenities in the building, a lot of high-end finishes. We have quartz countertops. We have barn-style doors. It's a well-constructed building. We use a material called Symbonit, which is a cement board. So it was built to last.
Yeah.
It was built to last. It's a well-constructed building. We have some of the most energy-efficient mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems, so that'll impact your tenants' utility bills. We have an amazing, you see here, basically retail storefront that opens up to the community room. Within that community room, it dual serves as a community space, a lounge space. We have there an office space for property management as well as supportive services. And we also actually built a concierge desk there as well that will be manned. So we really just wanted to add things that are
a concierge desk.
Something you definitely don't hear about in affordable housing.
Right.
But that was intentional. All these decisions were intentional.
So Daniel, when you look across the Hill District, is there other affordable housing that has all of the amenities that Derek is talking about? Is this a first?
Not that I'm aware of. This is a first. I think this project sort of sets a new standard for how we look at affordable housing and what affordable housing can indeed be. He's definitely raised the bar for other developers to have to follow.
And it's coming at a time and a place in that Center Avenue corridor that quite honestly needs that shot, needs that boost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So who lives there? Who can live? Who's living there? Is it occupied yet?
It's not occupied.
Okay.
Residents will start to move in June 1, but
so they're all taken?
They're all taken.
Okay.
We actually had a waiting list of over 400. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like the minute you started construction, people started.
Well, when we started to market, I think within 48 hours we got over 250 calls. So it was a highly desirable location for a variety of reasons. But who lives there? So affordable housing, so folks that are 60% of area median income or below. We also have non-project-based vouchers, essentially Section 8 units. Those are the folks you have to live at make a certain income level or below to be able to qualify to live there. In addition to that, we incorporated an innovative supportive services component. So this is a part of it. So when we did our interviews, we wanted to make sure that they bought into not just living in a beautiful space, but also buying into the innovative supportive services that we incorporate into the project.
Now, what do you mean by innovative supportive services?
Sure. So I talked a little bit about the amazing, beautiful building, but we also wanted to build the people. So what we did was we reached out to the Energy Innovation Center to design a robust, innovative training program. EIC now does training for different I know they do an introduction to construction and some other training programs, and within all their programs they have soft skills training, dress for success, things that are important in any professional environment. So I said, that's great, how about you come do that for our residents? But then I said, how can we take this to another level? So honestly, I just drew on my own personal experiences, you know, what made the difference for me. First of all, my faith, my family, but then programs I was in. So I was in Coro Center for Civic Leadership.
Okay.
So we got Coro to come in and do a leadership development component for our residents, really helping them to become leaders in this community.
Within the community.
Correct,
Okay.
as well as leaders in their family. So we also have a financial literacy component, teaching our residents how to budget, save, get out of debt. We also have a motivational speaker series where we'll really bring in folks from the community like Councilman Lavelle to just come in and motivate and inspire residents just by telling their story. I remember going to NEED dinners, Negro Education Emergency Drive dinners, and hearing some of those speakers when I was in college and just being inspired.
Oh yeah, they always had great
absolutely.
speakers. So Daniel, before we got to take this commercial break, let me just ask you relatively quickly. When we talk about now this kind of collaboration, this is the type of relationship building that ultimately leads to long-term.
Yes, which is what I was really excited about his project. I don't view this as somewhere where people are going to come live and spend the next 20 years of their life. Rather, this is a springboard to a better life. You can come here, we'll take you at the income that you currently are, but we're going to help build you up so that you can eventually go purchase your own home or go rent a more expensive unit somewhere in the city if that's what you would like to do. But it's really to help prepare you to really enter the workforce.
It's like a launching pad.
It's like a launching pad.
Yeah. Awesome. We have a lot more to talk about. Like, I don't even know. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, I don't know.
Sure.
We'll talk about all that next when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues. Don't go away.